there's an album in between those two that I just cannot remember. Um, those albums, everything before like Views, nothing was the same. Those fans, I think he's going to try to cater to those people. I think. I, I like I said, to me, you described it years ago.
Hmm.
Like you said it like this: we were waiting for Certified Lover Boy. You were disappointed.
Yep.
I think honestly, never mind after that came like out after that, and you were like, okay, I actually like Certified Lover Boy a little bit more because of how bad this album is, and that's not the good way to describe going back to music, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
100%.
That's really not.
I
It
literally
should be,
said, I think I was too hard on Certified Lover Boy.
and to me, that kept going for most of the albums and that he's released since Certified Lover Boy.
Hmm.
It's just
To me, Darren, it feels like he's not hungry. It felt like he wasn't hungry.
comfortable, extremely comfortable.
Young
Just
Drake was
and
hungry
yeah, yeah,
because
and
he
that's I
hadn't
think
made it
that's
yet. He wasn't proven yet. I was watching these clips about him doing like interviews before like Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, and we already saw him as a young up and coming artist. He's probably already a millionaire, but he wasn't a proven rapper yet. After those two albums came out, and then that mixtape, if you're reading it, it's too late. He was right. Once you read that album cover, it was too late. Drake was the man.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Yep, yep. After he beat Meek Mill in the battle, those were the moments where you're like, oh, he's making his name right here, and everything after probably I want to say views, it just felt like, oh no, this dude's on top, and nobody's going to take his spot for some reason, and
I think that's
it's
literally
come,
what Views was supposed to be there. Him sitting on top, looking down on everybody.
but he sat on he stayed sitting up there for a minute, and I just feel like you said he got a little too comfortable and
What Darren?
became the
He said
villain.
it. The great thing is, Darren, going back and listening to this music, he said this all in the moment. He said, I had to hike down the mountain to battle to do this Kendrick battle.
I feel what he's saying, but you got too comfortable. You got too comfortable. That's the problem. That's the problem. You got too comfortable with your lyric, like your rapping ability, and Kendrick never stopped. Kendrick never stopped getting better on albums, in my opinion, personally.
Just from like a craftsmanship, that's like from a
Crazy.
craftsmanship
Yeah,
view.
I'm not talking about numbers. If people want to talk numbers, yes, Drake is all day. But just actual artistry, Kendrick from the first album to the second album to the third album, damn if you want to say it wasn't crafted well. Well, first off, you're crazy if you say it wasn't crafted well. But if you want to say the actual like sound that he was going for was too mainstream, okay, but look what he did on those songs. Like,
That's interesting there. That's a really interesting point because I will say, technically, from an art standpoint, his artistry was more artsy as it went down the line.
yes,
And
even
Drake's kind of just kind of flattened out.